Hey, my name is Chris, and I'm a whole brain special education teacher in the southwest suburbs of Chicago. Currently, I have 4th through 6th graders, and they are functioning at a 3 to 7-year-old level. I'm presently on the whole brain teaching staff, gold certified, and I'm excited to talk to you about the power of the chat. I really saw the power of the chat in about 3 ways this week. First of all, on Wednesday nights, I do a Zoom call with my special needs kids that cannot probably hold their attention more than half an hour in about 5-minute increments here and there, doing different activities on Wednesday night service. I was blessed to have 4 kids, 3 of them identified as special needs. The other one, I would probably say, it's probably on the gifted side. He is adopted, and we were doing chat, and in the middle of the meeting, I noticed that he was just randomly typing words, and I thought to myself, ooh, that's not good. So I tried to find a way to close off the chat, but then I thought to myself, why don't I use the chat for something positive? So I began to use it as a visual for kids to type out their answers, because I would have one person speaking, the other person on mute, and it worked very well. I teach with Google Classroom in my classroom during the classroom day, and the same thing. One of my rascals started typing in things, and it was funny, but not appropriate for school. And in fact, there was a little bit of negativity. Now with Google Classroom, it's a little easier to turn it off and on in the middle of your meeting. Zoom, that's one of its drawbacks, that it's not as easy. So I decided, instead of closing off chat completely, that I would use it for my own special purposes. So I left chat on. If it became a problem, I could turn it off. When I needed it again, I would turn it on. And what we would do is we would use it for formulating sentences. I also had problems with kids sharing their work. There is a nice pin feature on Google Meets, but it is sort of hard to see their writing. I don't honestly know if they're writing. I can have them send JPEGs of their work, but that's very inconsistent if you're going to get that back. So instead, why don't we work on those typing skills that they should have worked on when they were in early elementary, but instead of having a red thought about it, like how come they didn't learn those things before, have a green thought. This is the perfect opportunity for them to use the chat and to practice their typing skills. And what better way is to do it whole brain teaching style, with either modeling it, having them copy it, teaching them with gestures, and having them type it in the chat. I also have some kids that are not very good yet with speaking. I would consider them nonverbal, probably have some autism, Asperger's aspects that have not been clearly diagnosed. All they've been diagnosed with is a developmental disability. So I found that by typing out what I want them to say, or things I would like to say to them that they're just not getting, is powerful in the chat. Using positive trash talk with the chat is another effective tool. Positive praise, having them type out the answers. It kills me that some of them might just be one-word answers. If I am orally typing their answer for them, I do it automatically in a sentence. So those are some things that I have used with the chat. Also, I do have a paraprofessional in my room, and I'm trying to utilize her more by having her teach, and I'm sitting back. And as a type A person, that is extremely difficult, because you're saying, I know how to do this better. Well, you know what? Your way is not the only way, and they have to learn. And what a wonderful thing that you can just sit back, you can facilitate at times, and you can just let teaching begin. And then also you can have your different kids teach. You can type in your comments, and it's just a very engaging environment. Last, I want to tell you, the power of the chat turned into a positive thing, because this week we had open house at our schools. And unfortunately, with the chat from the virtual classroom visits, there was a lot of negativity on the chat. And our boss very smartly encouraged us to positive trash talk about the different teachers, how wonderful they are, how, of course, we compliment our principal, because we just got this wonderful principal this year and her associate. And also, I did some positive comments toward the district. I am really so thankful that they bought technology for all the kids so that all the kids are on a level playing field. So I wanted the district to know that. And by doing that, we just kind of flooded. I did it 2 out of 3 of the days, flooded the chat. And it was like people didn't have a chance to write negativity. And if they did, it was instantly deleted. So the power of the chat, I encourage you to use the power of the chat. Instead of using it for negative, just like social media, use it for good. Because in this wonderful time of remote learning, I challenge you to thrive instead of just survive. Bye.